Okay, welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great afternoon. I am the Green Leader, and today we're going to be playing some Stellaris. This is a little new for me. Not the game, but just streaming Stellaris. I've not actually done it on stream before. So this will be kind of interesting to see how well this goes. I have done an RTS, well, kind of an RTS, it's a management game before, City Skylines. That was a lot of fun to stream. But I've been really enjoying playing Stellaris offline, and I felt like adding it to the stream. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add this into the rotation of games I've been playing. So, and besides, we're already we're nearly done with a couple of them. Skyrim we're nearly done with, and Hollow Knight we're about halfway through, if not more than halfway through. So I figured I might as well get started adding a couple of other games into the mix. And I think Stellaris is a entertaining and fun game, and I think it'd be one worth trying out on stream. So, as I said before, I have played it before, so I'm gonna go ahead and use some of my pre-created empires. There's 4 that I basically set up right now. I do want to add more later, but these are kind of reminiscent of the Star Trek. So we've got basically the Vulcans, the Romulans, the Klingons, and the Earth Federation. I still need to get a couple of other races in there, species in there. We get the Kardashians, the Ferengi, the Borg. So, trying to think. So we're gonna be just playing as basically the Federation, or what I ended up calling the United Confederation of Nations. So what we're going to do is we're going to go huge star system, 4-arm spiral, and then I wonder if there's actually a way to change this at all. If I can select specific specific empires that'll spawn or not. Oh well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it randomized in terms of the number. Yeah, I think that'll be good. And we'll do maybe 2 advanced AI starts. Fallen Empires, 1 to 2. And, yeah, that's good. Marauder Empires. Controls a maximum number of Marauder Empires that are allowed to spawn in the galaxy. Marauder Empires are space-based civilizations that spend most of their time fighting amongst themselves and raiding other neighbors. I think that's fine. Let's do that. Randomize it. Tech cost is 1. Habitable world cost. Oh, I see. I do kind of want to up it a bit. We upped it to 2. We're kind of doing a bit of a Star Trek playthrough, so we're gonna try and, I don't know, in Star Trek they found lots of habitable worlds, so we're actually gonna try and up it quite a bit. Primitive civilizations. This controls the prevalence of primitive or pre-FTL civilizations in the galaxy. I'm gonna put it up to 1.5. Crisis strength controls the appearance and fleet strength of endgame crises. The higher it is, the more dangerous the endgame crises will be. And we'll drop it down to 1. Mid-game year start? What does that mean? Controls, which is the earliest year that mid-game events such as machine uprisings and horde crises will occur. I'm going to turn off the victory year. I don't like the idea of, particularly with this playthrough, I don't really want to aim for a specific year. I want to see if either we die or we take over the rest of the galaxy. So, endgame year start controls what is the earliest year that endgame events such as endgame crises and Fallen Empire Awakening occur. We're gonna push it out as far as possible. And for the mid-game star, we're gonna do it right about there. There we go. Difficulty. Controls the difficult players get bonuses to their economy. AI has no inherent economic, scientific. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I like that. We'll just do ensign. So no real advantages or disadvantages. It's fine. Scaling difficulty. When this is any AI bonuses from the difficulty setup scale up over time, starting at 0. No. AI aggressiveness, normal. Power placement, clusters, or we'll do clusters. Okay. Advanced neighbors controls where the empires with advanced AI stars are permitted to spawn near a player. I see. And hyperlane density, that's fine. At times 1. Okay. I think we're good here. Iron Man mode. Iron Man mode. Console cheats are disabled. The game is automatically saved regularly to a single file. The game is played with the setting there's no turning back. So I think my issue with this, it's not a bad mode. It's just that it tends to save very regularly, which actually kind of, in my opinion, I think kind of messes with the game performance a little. Yeah. So I'm just gonna manually save that way, so it doesn't continually do it for everything I do. Okay, I think we're ready to start. And I had already gone through, and maybe I should have actually shown you guys the nations, but anyway, everything's already set. We're ready to go. Let's start. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. How are you guys doing? Let me know. Okay, United Confederation of Nations. So we are a direct democracy. The ruler right now is Guy Paquette. Paquette? I don't know if I'm saying that right. But we're human. Capital is Earth. We have a xenophile ethics with a fanatic materialist ethic as well. We're a free haven, and we're a meritocracy. We've continental preference. What's going on here? Yeah. There we go. That's better. Yeah, meritocracy. We've got continental. We're industrious, intelligent, quarrelsome, and wasteful. So, in the eons since the first primitive humans, communities took shape. In the meadows and forests of Earth, our civilization has spread and prospered. As our technology progressed to a level that allowed for instantaneous communications, our inefficient nation-states merged together to form a true democracy, with every citizen having a say in important decisions. Now, after the discovery of the hyperlane network, the finest minds of the United Confederation of Nations has finished development of the first hyperlane, or hyperdrives. Stars themselves are finally within our grasp. Cool. So, the first thing we need to normally do is set up... we need to set up our scientists and whatnot, so... let's go ahead and... oh, okay. Never mind, they're already set. Perfect. That's actually not a bad idea. Get an immediate 20% increase to researchers. If I remember correctly, that's the second one in line. It's also not a bad one to start with. Okay, we'll just start with this one in the meantime for that. For this one... oh, no. Unity, not influence. Okay, no. Unity is fine. We can get Unity real quickly. Genome mapping, that'll increase growth speed. We'll start with the research. I think I prefer to do that. And... oh, that's a good one. But I do like the idea of just getting research automatically started. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so that's the first couple things. Second of all, I'm not sure how much I really want to micromanage everything here, so I think what we'll do is in our sectors, we're just going to just set this up as a balanced sector. So it'll try and keep everything relatively intact there. We'll come back to this in a second. Okay, and this, yeah, it's already been surveyed. So we're just gonna send the science vessel just out to. Oh, I don't even have that yet. Okay. So because we don't actually have it yet, actually, let's see where we are. Oh, that's a cool galaxy. So we're on the eastern quadrant, basically right on the far end of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our science vessel basically start out with this little cluster here. Going down here first. Oh, we're going to survey that. That should be good enough to start. And in terms of our construction vessel... oh, we can just do this. Let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna have him start with these. Oh, I don't even have enough yet for it. We're gonna actually start on this side. Build that mining station there. We'll move on from there. Okay. Kamikaze. Wait, you don't need to manage the planet stuff? Yeah. So, I don't know how much this takes over, but I know that when you actually set your sector settings, it can actually handle some of the micromanagement a bit, and it will actually build automatic, I'm trying to think the right way. It'll automatically go ahead and start building stuff for kind of how you have the sector set up. So you can have it set to focus on production focus, so it'll focus on like food, minerals, and energy. You can do manufacturing focus, so it'll do more focused on consumer goods and alloys and anything that requires base minerals. And then you have a research focus as well, so that'll then change the sector. But you can't do it by planet, and that's the only annoying thing. It only works based on sectors, and the way sectors work is it's just kind of automatically set up when you colonize worlds. Hey, how's it going, Cabbage? It has been a while. How's it going? I am doing well. I got the game basically done. I've been kind of talking to people about getting the game out there and published. In fact, let me just put out a quick little link. If you guys don't know, I am a indie game developer. My first game is called Ritmo. It's a music platformer, and if you go to the link, that's the game's webpage. We've got our trailer on there, and we've got also a link to a test build. So if you're wanting to check it out and play the game before it comes out, that's where you can go.
Construction project concluded.
Cool. So there's the construction project done. So there's that one done. Now, I don't know how loud... oh, that actually wasn't too bad at all. Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, check it out, please. Okay, in the meantime, let me just quickly go and see what we got. We do have alloy foundries going on. It's producing 6 at a time. We have research labs, we have planetary administration. And again, I'm going to try and leave as much as possible to the AI planner. So as I said, like if you just focus on the, not the markets, you just allow this thing to do its job, it'll try and do as much as well. Nice. That's cool. What do you work on, Kamikaze? Kamikaze 1. Am I saying that right? I'm horrible at reading names. Okay, so right now, our Empire Sprawl is 13. 9 districts. Oh, that's interesting. So +1 for every district. But this is the one thing I never quite focus on whenever I play. I always completely ignore the administrative capacity and I just go full hog in terms of getting all the systems that we can. But I'm at work, bro. Just thought I'd stop by and say hi. But back to work. Have a great stream. Thank you, dude. Good luck with your work today. And, yeah. We'll just see you around, dude. Working on 2.5D procedural universe game for a hobby. Nothing released yet. Cool. That's very cool. Particularly procedurally... Anything that's procedurally created is very cool. In my opinion. Here's our construction ship. Let's have it go and build. We got plenty. We got plenty. We'll have it research that. And then that as well. And then once we're done there, we will go have him set up a energy station on Saturn, and then we'll be done with our own system. In the meantime, let's see how this guy's doing. Ooh, it's a binary star system. That's cool. And what's interesting is that you've got 2 suns, one with 2 of its own planets, and then the other one with... it's like 5 planets? That's pretty cool. LibGDX, by the way? What do you mean by that? Is that the thing that you're working in? LibGDX. Oh, that's interesting. Push your games on Windows, Mac, Linux, Android. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. So it seems almost like a... so it's a game engine, right? Yes, it is framework. Okay, cool. Yeah. What's it compatible with? I'm curious. Is it so first of all, what's the programming language, or can it be compatible with multiple programming languages? And 2, can it actually work with existing game engines? So, like, I work mainly in Unity, so I work in Unity 3D, which I really enjoy. I like Unity. I've worked with it a lot, but I've also worked with. I have worked with a little bit of XNA. I wasn't really that much happy with it, but that was more just because of the fact that I was just basically working in Visual Studio, doing C# or C++. Sorry, no, it was C# that I was working with. All okay. Java and GLSL. Okay, that's cool. I don't know if I'm saying that. I haven't heard of the second one, but I work in Java personally. I'm an Navy dev on the side, but I work as a programmer as well. Ooh, we got stuff. For every system, we add 2, and for every district, we add 1. Every colony, we add 2 as well. Oh, it's a shader. I see. Unity is similar, but higher level, sort of. Okay. Nice. I just like the fact that Unity has that nice built-in viewer. You can get a very nice preview of what the game space is going to look like, as well as what the game space is going to look like, as well as what it's going to look like from the camera's perspective. I guess in Unity you get Most of that for free. Yeah, you get a lot of stuff for free. There is a lot of stuff in there for free. There is a lot of stuff that you can also buy as well on the Unity Asset Store. Free. It is basically free. I mean, I mean, from what I understand, even if you're just dealing with the personal license, if you release a game and you're using the free license, you only have to pay a royalty once you reach, like, I think $10,000 in revenue. So I think that's pretty cool. Oh, I forgot. One other thing I was wanting to do. We need to set up our fleet properly. Let's actually go to the ship designer. I don't actually like the auto best. I found that I actually make better than the auto best, so we're just gonna go ahead and edit some of these things. I don't actually like the picket ships. I prefer to focus on the interceptors or missile boats. The pickets always seem to be a little weak. Okay, we got one nuclear missile. And, oh gosh. What does this one do? Plus shield penetrate, plus 100 shield penetration. So we need something that's going to be better at armor damage, which the red laser is. And then we're just going to auto-complete the rest of the ship. Perfect. We're going to just set that auto-upgrade. Yes, that is fine. As for the defense platforms, she's not bad. She's not bad at all. That was kind of weird. Sound kind of like freaked out a little. Ooh. Okay, we have our first tradition available. Expansion, discovery, harmony, diplomacy, supremacy. I actually like the idea of diplomacy. I want to get to the point where we're actually getting into a federation with other races, so that could be very useful to have. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Diplomatic influence, cost reduced by 50%, pop growth, immigration increased by 10%. Yeah, we're gonna do diplomacy. Anywho, let's go ahead and upgrade our fleet. Just want to see what changes are going to occur, or how much of an increase that's going to get us. We have discovered an abandoned solar sail ship in orbit around Strom 1. The sublight vessel was built by an unknown culture and appears to be several thousand years old. One of the massive sails has a large tear where some kind of object passed through, most likely a meteoroid, which appears to have disabled the vessel. Although the technology of the ship is severely outdated, it does possess some interesting engineering design choices. Let's go ahead and do that. And we need to get an admiral going. Let's see, what are the options? We have one that's resilient, so they've got a longer lifespan. We have one that has emergency FTL damage risk. Okay. Weeks after the ISS Resemblance latest fruitful exploration survey, human xenologists are practically falling over themselves to publish their takes on the findings on Strom 1. This fevered storm in the scientific community has had some negative, yet temporary, impact on the pursuits on other fields. Remarkable. Anywho, as I was saying. So he's got combat disengagement chance plus 25% and emergency FTL damage risk negative 25%. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so we've got basically two that are all the same. Prefer to go for the
Fleet
younger.
enhancements supplied.
Cool. Okay. I'd say let's go for this guy. I like... Well, actually, we'll go for this guy. I do like the Trickster trait. So we're gonna work with that. Then let's actually try and increase his force a bit. We're gonna add another Corvette, and we're gonna make this one an interceptor. I'm gonna do one mass driver and 2 red lasers. And then we will auto-complete the ship. Great. The EP? Yeah, I don't like that name. Sure, we'll do that one. Auto-upgrade, and then we'll save. And then we'll just add a couple more. Through hard work and experience, scientist Hannah has developed new skills. Ooh, that's nice. Field manipulation research, that's cool. Okay. That'll cost us 300, which is fine. And we're gonna try and get our fleet strength up fairly quickly. Okay, everything seems to be going well there. Really, that's pretty cool. Okay, we're actually going to increase the speed a little bit.
System survey concluded.
Cool. And as I was saying, this time we're gonna try and maintain our Empire sprawl. Try and keep it within our 30 capacity for right now.
Construction project concluded.
Okay. Nice.
Anomaly found.
Okay. Actually, I think to start out, we're going to change this to focus on production. So that'll get all sorts of stuff for that. It appears that the asteroid and the surrounding debris originate from a former planet. Within the center of the asteroid, we can find trace amounts of extremely valuable alloys. There are also hints of bacterial life that has now died in the vacuum of space. This shows us that the celestial body once bore the promise of life. Pretty cool. Ooh, and it's an alloy as well. Okay. That's right. Okay, so you gotta actually transfer stuff into the stockpile. Which which then allows the administrator to build things. That's right. Open markets. Okay. Federation. Unlocks diplomacy, form Federation. We're gonna do that.
Construction project concluded.
Nice. See what I mean? So like, I did not have it do that. It decided to do that based on what I have it set to. And it'll try and maintain these production levels to a certain degree. In the meantime, I think we're going to actually add a couple more ships to the fleet.
Construction project concluded.
And then he still has plenty of resources for right now.
Research concluded.
Nice. Nebula refinery, that's new. Ooh. I'm not sure. These are both pretty cool. Addition of internal refineries on mining stations with substantially increased mineral production. That's pretty cool. Produces 6 minerals. However, this will increase a plus 5% minerals from jobs. We'll do this one. The powered exoskeletons.
Anomaly found.
Ooh.
Construction project concluded.
Yeah, let's research that. I like the idea of going here just to get these 3 alloys. It's always nice to get that little extra boost. Ooh. Thorough scans have revealed the cause of Redamon 3's odd metal composition. The planet is the crash site of dozens of massive spaceships, larger than anything we could have ever imagined. Their construction dates back to several million years. Pretty cool. There's still quite a few planets left for... No, he's already surveyed that one. Where else is it going? Okay. 2 planets left to survey there. Oh. Go back. We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Earth. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable life-bearing worlds. Interesting. Yeah, let's do that.
Situation log updated.
That'll then add the habitable world survey. Oh, okay. Oh, we need to get to plus 20. Okay. I think that's doable. Like right now, there's still 2 technicians that can go in. want to say each of these produces 8, so right now there's 4. 4 times 8 is 32. And plus we've got a couple of stations anyway. Wait, is there really... Oh, Saturn. Okay, let's get the construction ship down to Saturn quickly. Amazingly, while conducting their survey of ZA-1990b, the crew of the ISS Remembrance picked up several life signs coming from within the asteroid field. There appears to be a colony of large burrowing worm-like lithivores within the rock, which have been riddled with tunnels. These unique life forms have somehow adapted to life in the coldness of space. That's cool. There's 3...
Research concluded.
Oh, speaking of research. Nice. What difficulty am I playing on? We're just playing on Ensign. So I believe with Ensign there's no advantages to the player, but there's no disadvantages or advantages to the AI empires. So it's a fairly balanced playthrough. It's my first playthrough on stream, so I figured it'd be better to do that than to start out at the hardest. This is my first time trying to stream the game, so we'll see how well this goes. Anyway, in the meantime, I do want to actually add more ships to his fleet. Do I have enough? Yeah, I do have enough for that. We'll go ahead and do that.
System survey concluded.
Neurotic loser. Hey, Green Leader, hope you're doing well. I see this game is on sale online. Never touched it before or any 4X style games. How does this compare to Civ 5?
Construction project concluded.
Sorry. I played about 5 hours, or 10 hours of that, but the turn-based didn't excite me. Is this more real-time? This is real-time. So, number one, if it's on sale, you should definitely get it. I've also played a bit of Civ 5. I've played, like, the three main strategy games I've played is Civ, Age of Empires, and this, and Endless Space. I like this better than Endless Space. It's a very similar concept. Both grand strategies. Civ 5 is also kind of that. But it's an RTS instead of a turn-based strategy, which I prefer the RTS style than turn-based. It's definitely pretty cool. You can be spawned in a giant galaxy like this, or a tiny galaxy, depends on what you want to set it to. And I would definitely say it's more worth it. Now, I would definitely say that the combat isn't as in-depth as your more typical RTS strategy game. But it's definitely worth checking out if you like more of the bigger, like, grand strategy 4X style games. And it definitely has a lot of the diplomatic stuff that you would find in something like Civ 5. I much prefer RTS, but due to schedule, I don't feel like sitting down and being zoned in 100% of the time. I need to be able to step away when needed. Oh, sure. And I do like Stellaris. For that, it's not as... You don't have to micromanage as much as other RTSs, in my opinion. I don't know how accurate that is, but it seems like it's... You're focusing more on the big picture and less on the individual details, and there are definitely ways to allow for certain things to be done automatically. Like, for instance, the planets and sectors, you don't have to actually... you don't have to manually keep track of everything that's going on your planets or in your individual sectors. You can go ahead and, if you give your governors resources, they will go ahead and do things depending on what you want them set up as. So you have lots of different settings for, well, you've got 4 different settings for the way they can build stuff for you, and then you just got to give them the resources they need to do it. Yeah. And as I say, the combat's not particularly involved. It's just a matter of letting them go at it. They'll deal with it. And it's really just more about how you set up your fleets. Hey, Fall Eye, how's it going, dude? That's good to hear. Yeah, and it's definitely fun. It's generally speaking, I'm not that much of an RTS or strategy player, so for this game to keep me as hooked as it has been, particularly over the last couple weeks, it's very good. So, anyway, research. That's what I was stopping for. Oh, that's cool. We'll do this one. The Administrative AI. What is this game? It's called Stellaris. It's a space grand strategy game. RTS, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I've enjoyed it. It's lots of fun. You basically, you start out with one solar system, and you can get other systems along the way, and you can grow your empire. It's pretty fun. Thanks gonna keep you up and streaming, but have to mute for now. Hey, no worries. No worries. Thank you for hanging out. What did we finish? Oh, the strike force, the fleet.
Anomalous readings registered.
I'm actually going to turn down that voice. Seems just a little loud. Settings. Oh my gosh, there's some bits.
I have bits for you. CH.
Thank you, Fall Eye. I do appreciate it. CH? What is CH? Yeah, that is thank you so much. I do appreciate it. That is very generous of you. 46 bits, that is awesome. Can you go to other galaxies? From what I understand, no. And maybe there's some sort of end game or some sort of other thing you can do that allows you to travel to other galaxies. But as far as I understand, you just work within one galaxy at a time. But you can spawn varying sizes of galaxies depending on how long you want to be playing for, or you know how big of a galaxy you want to work with. But as far as I can tell, you only really work within one galaxy at a time. What was I doing? Okay, he's leveled up. She needs to be researching that. And did I... Oh, I do. I've got enough for another. Entente coordination. Perhaps the most important purpose of any successful interstellar federation is the mutual defense of its members. We have an obligation to contribute as much as we can. The amount we contribute towards federal naval capacity counts for twice as much. That's cool. We're gonna do that one. Okay. And from there, we're gonna let this guy finish up. We're gonna let Hannah Abowd finish up her research on the anomaly, and she'll continue on there. No, we're actually going to change this. We can change the setting to actually just balanced. That's for right now. I'm trying to get more, but I can't watch any more ads. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, it takes a while. The ads are always... I've had it where I've had ads and I can just keep rolling with them. And then I've had it where I can only watch 2 ads and that's it. So it just depends on the day. I don't know. It's weird. But thank you so much for the bits, and thank you for being willing to spend them here. I do appreciate it. It is very generous of you to do so. This asteroid was evidently used as a junkyard by someone at some point in the distant past. All manner of discarded machinery and metallic refuse has been deposited inside the asteroid's weak gravity well, being slowly pulled into the jumble of debris that now covers the surface. There's nothing of particular value to be found here, but a lot of metal could be salvaged by a mining station. Oh. Speaking of resources, we are going to give this guy That should do it. But he's going to have plenty of resources to do what he needs to. In the meantime, we're also going to get a couple more ships going. Actually not. Maybe not.
System survey concluded.
Right now looking at my alloys. My alloys are a little low. Just trying to decide which system I actually want to go for before I make any decisions. I do want to see how these systems look before I actually start taking over other systems. Okay. So right now we've got 11 districts on the planet. One system and one colony, so that's 15. We're already half at our administrative capacity. Prefer to keep that as low as possible. So normally whenever I play, I just start taking over everything and not really paying attention to this. But that normally ends up with me, with all my costs just going through the roof. In the meantime, let's actually do want a couple things added here. What do we... Oh, okay. It's fast. First guy's here now. Yeah, this was his edict. We so far have not hit 20. Yeah. Plus 20 electric or energy credits. We're only at 15, so his edict is not or unfulfilled campaign promises. Let's see how this goes. Oh gosh, I actually hope she doesn't get it, because she's already a level 3 scientist, and she's out there researching. I'd prefer to have her not, or to not lose her. Oh man. Oh well. It's either between these two. Well, congratulations, Hannah. She's been upgraded from scientist to president. Alrighty then. Okay, so she's now Chancellor of the United Confederation of Nations. Consult the situation log for her mandate. Let's see what she needs. So, planet-side mining. So we need 2 districts of mining. Meantime, nobody has taken her place, so we're gonna get another scientist. Okay. These both are the same. So, plus anomaly chance 10%. Leadership experience gain is 25%. And yes, survey speed. Definitely need better survey speed, so quicker the better. And no orders, so we're gonna have her finish there and then survey the rest of these. And we'll see what he does. If he takes too long, we will manually go ahead and create 2 new mining districts.
Research concluded.
Nice. Through hard work and experience, Governor Ahmad El Ghazali has developed new skills. Nice. Yeah, anything to upgrade our weapons. We'll do that. Ooh, that's always a good one to get. Plus 25% leadership gain. Leadership experience gain. Oh, and the other thing I was wanting to do. I'm gonna quickly just turn down the advisor and the effect a little. And we'll save quickly. Ah. Okay, we have our first habitable world. It's continental, but why does it only have... Oh, okay. So what is that from? Rocky world with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, active and stable hydrosphere. Great land masses are separated by oceans with large climate variations depending on altitude and latitude and precipitation. Okay, so then what's the plus 20%? The upkeep and amenities. Might be something going on there. Also, that is really cool that it's not binary, it's tertiary star system. 3 different stars. Centauri A, Centauri B, and Proxima Centauri. Also, I don't know how realistic this is. I mean, it's supposed to spawn on the Sol system, my empire, right? With it being Earth and humans and whatnot. So I would hope that these would be relatively realistic. Why not additional research ships? That's actually a good idea. There's me being a doofus. You are correct, sir. That is the right thing to be doing. Okay. Where are they? There we go. Science ship. Let's get 2 of them. Let's just get 3 of them. I'm just an idiot. That's all it is. There's a significant scarring on the surface of this world. In a pattern that cannot be natural from orbit, the massive rift looks almost like writing.
Research concluded.
Hello. Monthly unity gain, population growth speed, or that. Naval capacity from soldier jobs, that's interesting. +2. Let's do that and see how that actually turns out. I think right now we've got 2 armies, and both of them defensive.
Construction project concluded.
Interesting. Someone used a mining laser from orbit approximately 5,000 years ago to carve out a large body of writing into the surface of Alpha Centauri. 4A. The massive script covers a large portion of the moon's upper hemisphere and appears to be a short story chronicling the difficult life of an alien mercenary. Nice. Ooh, we do have another one. Awesome. Open markets. For trade to truly flourish within our borders, government meddling in our internal markets must be kept to a minimum.
Horizons expanded.
We'll do that.
Research concluded.
Okay, so there's Alpha Centauri done. Awesome. Ooh. Yes, yes, we need the automated exploration. We're gonna get that. And then we'll come back for the blue lasers after that. Ah, see, he's already started. producing stuff. So he's getting civilian industries, which creates consumer goods, as well as a couple jobs. Okay, so we have several science vehicles now. Research speed, no. That one might be worthwhile. Anomaly discovery, 10% chance. Okay, we're gonna go for the younger of the four. As for this one, survey speed is up by 10. Leader experience gain. We will go with the younger, which is Nama. One more. Survey speed. Okay, so we're gonna have her finish surveying there. I'm gonna have one of the other ships go ahead and survey here. And the last one will go just straight there. Ah, would you look at that. Arctic world, though. Still. Another planet. Okay. Dense jungle, which I don't believe I can clear yet. Yeah, just 2 dense jungles. Or on Earth, aren't... Yeah, there are 3 blockers.
System survey concluded. Construction project concluded.
I'm gonna go ahead and clear one of these.
System survey concluded.
Oh wow, that was quick. Okay, so who... Okay. She's got nothing else, so we're gonna have her go here. I can't wait to get the auto-explorer. Send Naima there. Still working. She's... okay. Hopefully we can get that auto-exploring done. 80 months. Great. Ooh, there's another planet. An alpine world. Mountainous...
Anomaly found.
Research side. Mountainous world with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. Snow covers the mountaintops and frozen over lakes dot the valleys. While the planet experiences minimal seasonal variations, the still liquid water beneath the frozen surface of the lakes is enough to sustain some hardy vegetation. Nice. Why not construct construction on new systems? That is the next thing I'm going to be going pretty soon. Ooh, what's this? Fascinating creatures roam the plains and coasts of Sirius 3. The ISS Wayfarer reports that the life forms are using tools, however primitive, and may have the potential for eventually achieving sapience. Oh, that's cool. But we have some pre-sapient species here. Science Officer Nama stresses that finding the alien life in this state is a rare opportunity, and we should pay special attention, maybe even uplift them to become our subjects. That is kind of worthwhile.
Construction project concluded.
Do we have that on the species list? Nope.
Anomaly found.
Well, let's look at these quickly. Leveled up, and leveled up. Have that anomaly, they're under research. And you do bring up a good point now that we actually have pretty much all the systems surveyed around us, we're going to start moving out. That's unfortunate. We're actually going to go to Alpha Centauri first, just so that we have the opportunity to very quickly get that second colony. We're actually going to build another construction ship.
System survey concluded. Horizons expanded.
Okay, so who's done? Okay. Have her move there, survey that system. Fernanda is still serving there. Franco's serving there. Naima's serving there. They're surveying there. Okay. How close are we to actually get that? Still 66 months. Couple years, unfortunately. Well, it's either that, actually,
concluded.
either that, or we have I come back and help with the research here. Yeah, we can't do that, so we're actually going to do that. Just assist in the research. Actually, hold on. Survey speed, anomaly chance. Actually, okay. If she's got survey speed, we're going to have her continue. Once Naima is done, we're going to have her come back to Earth and help out with the research there. Oh, not what I was wanting.
Anomaly found.
Ish, we're gonna leave this. Wait. 2 anomalies, or am I just...
Construction project concluded.
Oh no, they're different. They're different. Never mind. Sweet. The wreckage on the asteroid H4LT47 is the remains of a vessel belonging to a now stranded scientist, Balatira, identifying themselves as belonging to the hitherto unknown species. From amidst the wreckage, she somehow managed to contact Fermata Quesada, the science officer stationed aboard the ISS Remembrance, and is requesting to be rescued. She explains that her collision was due to malfunctioning navigation sensors, and that she has been unable to leave the station or the asteroid for several years. She claims her scientific knowledge could be without equal, and that she would be a valuable asset. She points to her survival as proof of that. We leave her be and then she dies, or we rescue her and she's allowed to join us. I'd rather just rescue her. There we go. So, hold on, let's take a look. Okay. Sirius IVA is uninhabited and indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. The surface is littered with tall centigraphs carved with some mineral not native to the planet, evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. The monoliths flowing lines deftly chart a history so fantastical it must be surely fictional. Surely. Image them for the archives. Let's do that. Ah, there we go. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Oh, there we go. Here we go. The recent Scientist edition has put her knowledge of technology to good use. Her shared insights have pushed our physics research to new heights. Excellent.
Research concluded.
Ooh. Synchronized defenses. Defense grid supercomputer. Nice. Now what was this one? Subspace sensors. Nice. Black hole observatory. That's pretty cool. Sensors that indicate the subspace fluctuations left in the wake of traveling starships. Their sensitivity range is greater than that of a gravitic sensor array. Okay, that's cool. Oh, wow. Wait, what? Oh, we have an unidentified station here. Oh, wow. So then... Okay. So do they show up in our leader list? I don't see the extra science vessel, and she's... The person we rescued is not in our leader list. Actually, before I move on. Insider trading or secure shipping. Base trade protection for trade routes increased by 5. Or market fee reduced by 10%. We're not going to be using the market quite yet. We'll do this one. Also, in the meantime, we're going to have the our construction ship set up some mining stations, and of course the research station as well. Yeah. Don't have anything else. Planet side, we need to add 2 more. What is the next election? 2220. Okay, our governor on Earth doesn't seem to be adding any new, so we're just gonna add 2 more of these. Do you know Earth's core is 2.5 years younger than the surface? Wait, what? Really? That's interesting. Earth's core is 2.5 years younger than the surface. That is interesting. Did not know that. Level up, nice. And then we've got research done. Okay, we're just going to close that one first. We're going to look at this. During its survey of Arasta 4, the ISS Remembrance discovered some exotic gases previously unknown to us. These gases have a variety of different uses, particularly in the operation of advanced energy-based weaponry and force fields. Some of the gases can also be used as starship fuel or even as recreational drugs. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for future exploitation. Agreed. Oh wow, he erected a monument there.
Concluded.
Yeah, we'll do that. I do also want to quickly... I forgot to set new research. We're going to do the metal armor next. Relativity. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah. Okay, he is going to go down here and survey this system. I don't have the auto explorer yet.
System
46 months
survey
left.
concluded.
Who's not doing anything? Still surveying. Abandoned amusement park. The structures on Sirius 5 are not as old as we first believed. It seems to be a playground or an amusement park of some sort. Science Officer Naima notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that to the builder's alien's eyes, this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us humans, it looked mostly like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. Intriguing. And she's already researching that.
Anomaly found.
Completely leveled. For geological survey of Karasta 2, the ISS Remembrance reveals nothing of interest. In fact, it is extraordinarily uninteresting. Its only defining feature is a lack of defining features. There are depressions and elevations, yes, but on the whole, the surface of Karasta 2 can be regarded as unnaturally flat. Likewise, the native flora and fauna are strikingly docile and unworthy of attention. That's good? Okay, next system we actually want to take over is I want to get to Zidran just because you've got that 3 alloy there, so we're gonna have first build a starbase there.
Construction project concluded.
For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into a stable orbit around Wither 5. The massive engine sections and braking thrusters can be found on the surface, although they have been long since rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they begun. Okay.
Construction project concluded.
An arid world
System
and a tomb world in
survey
that system.
concluded.
Nice. Construction on Earth is completed. Oh my. Hold on a second. Okay, so we got those 4. We still got blockers. Yeah, man. That's fine. We'll be getting a couple more from here. 2 more from there. And then obviously a lot of workers. Oh no, there are 8 technicians.
Research concluded.
So I don't know.
System survey concluded.
What's actually happening there. Oh. And there's the 5th one, and we get our first Ascension perk. Let's see. Interstellar Dominion, the stars beckon, and we follow. May nothing stand between us and them. Technological ascendancy. Technologies that would have been indistinguishable from magic were generations ago are now within our reach. A new age of technology has begun. It's kind of worthwhile. One vision, true identity is achieved, or true unity, sorry, is achieved only when the ultimate goal of a nation and its people are one and the same. After all, a house divided against itself cannot stand. Relatively true. Mastery of nature. Although we mastered the nature of our homeworld long ago, the alien biomes we have since encountered present new challenges. They too shall be overcome. Oh, that's cool. Clear blocker cost of -33%. Executive vigor. There will be no half measures or compromises when implementing the edicts. I don't really do much in terms of edicts. Transcendent learning. Our society must change its approach towards learning, and doing so, our best and brightest will be able to reach a completely new level of achievement. Okay, shared destiny. As we reach for greater heights, we must not leave behind those who have loyally served us. The glorious future of our empire was always meant to be a shared destiny. It's kind of cool, but I don't have any subjects yet. I think the one we're going to do is the technological ascendancy. I'm going to go eat. I'll be back in like an hour. Yeah, no worries, dude. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you for the bits a little earlier. Enjoy your meal. See you soon, dude. Okay, so what is the next thing? that's right. We were wanting to. We need to set up the energy
project concluded.
here. We need to build that mining station. That'll then get us to 0. And then we should probably consider actually colonizing Alpha Centauri. It's got 18 districts on it.
Construction project
so
concluded.
that's pretty good. Don't know. Okay, so it looks like it's only 1 mining district, but there's 3 extra generator districts and a lot of farming districts. We've got 2 dense jungle, and that's it. Okay. I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's, oh, we got an election going on. We finish our... Yes, we did. Okay, so at least her, whatchamacallit, her mandate has been taken care of. There we go. Oh, different guy, though. Herbert Tremblay has been elected President of the United Confederation of Nations. Okay. Previously a scientist on Earth. Okay. Let's take a look at the situation log. Orbital research. So we need 4 orbital research stations created, which unfortunately... Well, we got 2 down here. We got 1 there. Man. We would have to go here. This would be where... Yeah. But we'll have to head down to here, get that system, and then we'll go to this system and that system, and get 4 that we need. So that is what we shall do. Build the starbase there. Build the starbase here. And we need to create a... Let's get the expansion planner. There's Alpha Centauri. Only 2... Oh. Okay. Start with this one. I always like doing the prime, so that's where Alpha Centauri Prime. How are we on our research? Nice. 11 months away, within a year. Finally have this, the auto Explorer set up. It's already done there, so we're gonna just have him move on. Devil's
Construction project concluded.
There we go, and we'll have him build the research facility there. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Rupikwar system. These strange objects have been flagged as alpha aliens. Until we can learn more about them, we should proceed with caution. Interesting. The United Confederation of Nations has finally encountered fellow wanderers among the stars. Despite their intentions being unknown and potentially even hostile, the atmosphere on Earth following the report from our contact fleet can be best described as rapturous. Okay, we're actually going to pause it quickly. I go in and see... Oh, I haven't seen these guys in a long time. Well, just to give you a little history of me with the game, I started playing this back, actually, when it first came out, 2016. Stopped playing it for a long time, and then came back just this year, December, and December last year, so a month ago. And things have changed a lot, to be honest. But I'm actually very happy with the changes, and I think it's pretty cool. But I haven't seen... These guys are the crystalline entities, and they are rather interesting. Very cool. It's been a while since I've actually seen them. So in the meantime, we are going to get them actually researching that. Society research, which I don't mind using the society. They're right now researching hydroponic farms. Not exactly on my major, not high on my priority list.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, and then he can go ahead and start building the research stations.
Construction project concluded. Anomaly found.
Okay, so what did we finish? Did we finish the... Oh, the research station, okay. By chance, we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this planet. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message. Could it be a distress transponder? Yeah, we're going to research that.
Research concluded.
Yes, finally. Yes, we're going to work on that one next. And then we can finally set this guy to auto-explore. Set Naima to auto-explore. Once Fernanda's done with that, research will send her on the auto-explore as well.
Construction project concluded. System survey concluded.
Cool. Nice, our colony ship is going out. An abandoned life pod was detected in the close orbit of Durascandon 2. It is covered with scorch marks, and presumably from where the pod's mothership exploded, the preliminary scan suggested it was built more than 5,000 years ago. The crew of the ISS Remembrance managed to open the pod, revealing the withered remains of a reptilian alien, clad in a resplendent uniform. Clutched in one of his claws was a small picture of another individual from the same race, obviously a mate or a revered leader. Pretty cool. Always liked the little things like that.
Construction project concluded. Special
Nice.
project concluded.
Okay, so this, I believe, is the crystalline entities. The reports of extraordinarily free-floating crystal-like objects observed in certain systems have been investigated. The ship-sized objects and their slightly smaller, but equally crystal-like satellites are at first appeared inert. But sudden shifts in their orientation relative to our ships and new energy signatures emerge from within the prisms indicate that they might be alive. A fascinating prospect to be sure, but they should be approached with caution. Our best and brightest are standing by to study these entities. Can we learn to coexist? Crystalline pacification, I do like that. I would rather not deal with fighting them, so if we can have a
Situation
coexistence
log updated.
going on, that would be great. He is in the middle of studying that, so we can put that aside. Research station finished, and that survey is done. Okay, and then the next thing we want to deal with is... Now I've forgotten. What is Remembrance doing? That's right. I just wanted to make sure that we've got our auto. Okay, let's get the auto explore going, and that's right, and then the situation log. Still need one more station to be built. 5,000. Finishes in 150 months. We'll do it. Sooner the better. Vulcan 2 frequently experiences massive and extremely violent storm systems in its atmosphere. Several dozen persistent storms are visible from orbit, with winds often reaching speeds in excess of 700 meters per second. The cause of these storms is not immediately apparent, as we have found nothing in the planet's climate model that would explain them. Our scientists are interested in studying this anomaly. Interesting. A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the United Confederation of Nations, led by scientist Fernanda Quesada. They call themselves the Institute of United Scientists. Their members have been pushing hard for the advancement of sciences. A disgruntled faction will be a source of trouble, but one that approves of the government's actions can prove useful. Okay. Let's see the faction. So far, they are 60% happy with us, because AI is allowed. We have encountered some form of alien vessels in the Devil's Maw system. These strange objects have been flagged as Devil's Maw. Until we can learn more about them, we should proceed with caution.
Research concluded.
Nice. Yes. Cool. We can upgrade our ships. Next thing we're going to do is the Corvette hull points.
Initial colonization phase commencing.
Sweet. Our colony ship has gently touched down at the mouth of a large river delta on one of the several continents that can be found in Alpha Centauri Prime. This temperate forested region will serve us as an ideal first landing site. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark in large numbers, the first human city on an alien world. It is a great day for the United Confederation of Nations. Indeed it is. Okay,
System survey concluded.
let's take a look at this. There's Alpha Centauri. So, it's still not entirely colonized yet. It looks like we still got... I don't know how many days exactly, but... oh, wow. 5 years before the colony will actually be up and running. It's fine. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the... wait, where? Oh, there's another one. Unidentified Empire. Fascinating. So there's a second one. Emerald Roamers? Emerald Roamers, Guys, I don't know what happened. But for some reason the OBS decided to just crash, which is a little annoying. So I do apologize for that. But looks like we're back up. We should be fine. Hopefully. Don't know what's going on exactly, but seems to be fine. We'll keep going. Not sure how far or what was the last thing that you guys had seen. But yeah. So sorry about that. Anyway, we had found recently, and I don't know if this was on stream or not, we had found some aliens over here. And we had found some aliens here, which we had started researching. So we can try and see who they are. A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the United Federation of Nations, led by Governor Ahmed El Ghazali. They call themselves the Alien Suffrage Coalition. Their members have been pushing hard for friendly relations with alien species. That is perfectly fine. Let's actually pause it for a second. I do want to see what exactly it is that they want. New contact established Yeah, we're working on it. We are working on it. Calm down, dude. Also, in terms of planetary sectors, he could actually use some more resources. We're going to give him a bunch. Control quake. There we go. There we go. He's got plenty of resources to do stuff. Okay, through our surveys of habitable worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data on alien life forms. Many of our old theories of the development of life have been disapproved, and our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting findings are being displayed at the newly dedicated Museum of Xenobiology on Earth. The public is enthralled, and many donations have come in to aid in the continued search of strange life forms. Excellent. Ends the Habitable World survey event. Nice. That actually was a lot quicker. Probably because I increased the number of habitable worlds. What is going on here? Ah, okay. These are the miners, the mining drones. Looks like a habitat, actually. Fascinating. I'm gonna actually slow down the speed a little bit. Things are starting to happen real fast. I do like that I don't have to manually tell where the searchers have to go. Colossal impact, crater hints. Ooh, something big collided with the surface of the planet once. Let's research that. Okay, we're gonna set up. We're gonna start actually collecting these energy credits here and here. So we're gonna have him set up a starbase there. We need to have him set up a starbase there as well. We need to get the research station set up. Oh, I don't have sublight speed. All ships in the fleet must be equipped with jump drives to perform this order. Oh, okay, and I don't have a jump drive. So that's interesting that that's there. Okay, so he's going to build that.
Special project concluded.
Ah, there we go. After successfully translating their language, we have established communications with the Independent Space Station of Curator Order. Hello. Incoming transmission. First contact with the Curator Order. Greetings, Star Travelers. We are the Curators. Our ancient order was established eons ago, by the various galactic powers in ascendancy at the time. We were dedicated towards the preservation of all knowledge in an effort to safeguard the galaxy from descending into yet another dark age of massive extinctions and barbarism. We failed. Few of us remain today, but we are no less committed to our sacred mission than our predecessors were. We are willing to share some of our knowledge with you for a price. Huh. Well met. Yes, we are researching that, and we are researching that. So, get rid of those. And let's see our contacts. So we have a Curator Enclave.
Anomalous readings registered.
Okay, we are receiving a weak signal from the surface of the moon. The source appears to be some kind of tracking beam. Let's research that. It's interesting. So they're not actually an empire. They're just some sort of collection of creatures. Founder species is the Kithri. Alpine preference, natural, sociologist, and traditional. It's pretty cool. They have an alpine world habitability. So they prefer colder climates, which, if I'm correct, there's an Arctic world there. There's an alpine world there. So that would actually be, if we can get them... So it's uninhabitable for us, but if we can get them in our empire, we can actually start using them for colonization. Anywho, the next one is another set of aliens. We're gonna study them. A massive crater on Gozam 6 appears to be the result of a collision with a starship. From the size of the crater, we suspect that a ship exiting a hyperlane at maximum velocity rammed the planet for reasons unknown roughly 10,000 years ago. The ISS Diligent has picked up a residual subspace echoes near the crash site, reminiscent of a collapsed hyperparticulate field. But as the ship itself disintegrated on impact, the theory cannot be verified. Remarkable. Andrew, you doing tall? What do you mean? So, okay, never mind. I think I know what you mean. Are you referring in terms of the Empire Sprawl? In which case, I think so. So I'm not very good in terms of administrative capacities. I'm always overrunning them. So I generally speaking, I always tend to get just a ton of star systems together. Which I think tends to be in reference to a tall society. Maybe I'm wrong, but so I don't know. If you could explain a little further, that would help me to understand what you mean by tall. The readings picked up in this system come somewhat surprisingly from the Devil's Maw itself. The black hole goes into... Oh, sorry. As black holes go, it is fairly small, which can account for some of the unexpected radiation leaks from its event horizon. Science officer Fernanda Quesada believes that the black hole is on its way into bleeding out and will eventually disappear entirely. Although it is difficult to say whether this process would be complete before the heat death of the universe, some gravitational upset in the hole's youth has rendered it, to quote Fernanda Quesada, wobbly, further increasing the flow of energy from its event horizon. That's interesting. Much we could learn. Indeed. Okay, he's still building that, and he is still building that. We want to get that research station, and we will get at least another 7 energy credits from the these mining stations here. We still also need to set up the alloy stations there as well. We also need to update these ships.
Concluded.
There we go. They're gonna have him go ahead.
Anomaly found.
Oh gosh. Yeah, research it. Some of these things. Ancient survey marker. A small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of Zilon 1A. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. The miners it was meant for evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still here. Fascinating. Now, let's get this thing. Building that mining station. There we go.
Construction project concluded.
Awesome. And then we have this guy come here and get that research station set up. And then we have him build
survey concluded.
that as well.
Horizons expanded.
Sweet. The Devil's Maw. Oh, I see. Devil's Maw is reference to the black
Anomaly
hole.
found.
Okay. Okay, I got two things going on at once. What's going on? Sensors pick up rhythmic movement on the hellish surface of Surma. Okay, let's research that. The ISS Remembrance has discovered a previously unknown strategic resource on Surma 1A, dubbed volatile motes. These preternaturally particles contain a tremendous amount of energy, which could be exploited in energy production, as fuel, or even as explosives. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for future exploitation. Agreed. We have encountered some form of alien vessel in the Tempere system. These strange objects have been flagged as Tempere until we can learn more about them. We should proceed with caution. Oh gosh, what's my mouse doing? There we go.
Construction project concluded.
They're not hostile.
Special project concluded.
Okay, we built something. I'm not sure what. Luxury residences, okay. And we still need to upgrade these guys. Oh, this is interesting. Reports of deep space drones in certain systems have been investigated. The drones appear to be the workers and custodians of an autonomous orbital mining operation established millennia ago, and then soon abandoned by all but the drones themselves. Judging by the state of the processing equipment, their purpose is obvious enough: mining. But who is it that tasked them is not immediately apparent. What is obvious is that no shipment of minerals have been retrieved from this system in hundreds, if not thousands of years. They may only be old drones, but they should be kept under close watch by the United Confederation of Nations. Establish a listening post on Earth. Okay, this will be completed by this construction guy. Yeah, we need to investigate that, and then we'll do the drone study next.
Construction project concluded.
Precious Moon. A more detailed scan of one of the many natural satellites orbiting the gas giant Gozam 2 has revealed a deposit of precious metals and minerals that have been overlooked in the initial survey. Although the moon is very small, it has a stable orbit around its primary and appears to be tectonically stable. Okay, an excellent find.
System survey concluded.
Okay. What can we do in terms of this communication? You aid us in our research, tell us about the mysteries of the universe. Ah, that's cool. Can you aid us in our research? Yes, of course. We are prepared to offer you limited access to our extensive databanks for a period of 10 standard years. This should provide a significant boost to research efforts on your Plasma Science labs. We will require compensation for the service, naturally, but I think you'll find that our prices are very reasonable. So 1,000 credits, which I'm not willing to give up yet. I'd like to purchase the service. What else did you have to offer? Perhaps you are wondering about the significance of the shapes you see on the mural behind me. That is a good question and a very interesting answer. The fee for this information is 15 quadrillion energy credits. Yeah, no. Okay. Not much else we
Fleet
can do there.
enhancements applied.
Okay, so we're now up to 500 here. How are the drones? Oh. Geothermal. What? The measured pounding observed from orbit is the motion of immense and ancient geothermal extractors. Okay. Breathing their last, built and then abandoned at some point in the distant past, the vast batteries of the disintegrating machinery have been pumping up superheated fluids from the planet's core ever since. Their storage capacitors are all broken or leaking, but some energy can still be siphoned from them. Excellent. Ooh, yes, that'll get us 1,000. As per our president's mandate, additional research stations have been constructed. Go. And we need to have this guy... No, not there, not there. He needs to go here. He's doing automatic exploration as well. She's moving on to Zaffa. Though I am curious as to why they didn't actually go explore these two systems first. An Arctic world. And we still only have some time for this to actually get set up. Okay. Two civilian industries, one alloy foundry, research labs. Not sure what else we should be doing here.
Anomaly found.
Yes, let's research that. It will balance its production of raw resources, manufacturing, research.
System survey concluded without incident.
Nice.
Construction project concluded.
Okay. Still short on energy credits, though. Let's see, right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 different star bases. Actually, 6 star bases. Number doesn't quite make sense. 11 from stations and 11 from star bases. That's about 2 per star base.
System survey concluded.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? I don't know.
Special project concluded.
After successfully translating their language, we've established communications with the independent space nation of Zura Corp. Oh, space station, not nation. Space station Corp. Interesting. Welcome to Zura Corp. We are a business conglomerate operating out of the Tempera system, specializing in trade, the very building blocks of civilization, as we like to say at Zura Corp. Please do not hesitate to contact us if you are interested in making a good deal. Well met. What are we doing on population growth-wise? Oh, wait. So what actually creates the, You have 0 clerk jobs. It's a culture worker. Produces society research and unity. Okay, so what do clerks actually produce? Okay, so they produce 2 amenities. Which means as soon as we actually start getting clerks, we can actually start seeing an increase in our amenities on Earth. And we've got a new tradition. As suspected, the asteroid SL9 572 holds within it a great mass of metal and does indeed hide some manner of machinery. The gathered data clearly shows that its constituted parts contain great quantities of stored energy, but its purpose remains unknown. Gently excavate the asteroid, or dispatch a drill probe to retrieve a sample. Let's do that. Let's retrieve a sample first. The ISS Diligence forceful probing proved unfortunate. Within the asteroid was hidden a host of old mining drones programmed to attack on sight. Oh my. The drones have picked up on the ISS Diligence presence and are beginning to stir. There still may be time for evasive maneuvers if the Diligence acts quickly. Okay, let's take a look at that. Hold on. So, as in, you need to get the hell out of system. No, we're not patrolling. Its fleet stance is evasive. Okay, but I don't see any...
Evading hostiles.
There it is. Okay, we are actually going to send...
System survey concluded without incident. Science ship sustaining damage.
Oh, crap baskets. Why would you go that way? Oh, we're going to lose him. That's no bueno. And as for this one, there's no retreat available. He's gonna die very quickly, unfortunately. Yeah. Cancel this auto exploration order. It cannot reach or find any other unsurveyed systems. Right, because you're dead, unfortunately. Missing in action. At least one of our fleets have gone missing in action. What? We'll take some time to... Oh, I see. That's the ISS Diligent. Okay, that's fine. So the Diligent is actually still alive. They made it out, but they're... Oh, okay, I see. Their armor went down to 0, but their hull is still intact. Okay. They're alive, they're just... We don't know. Anyway, what I was wanting to do is expansion. We must expand our civilization to new systems and the planets or risk eventual extinction. Increases our colony development speed by 25%. Adopting all expansion traditions will allow your non-habitat planets to build 1+ additional district. In addition, we will unlock 1 assertion slot. Nice. Let's do that. Life. Collecting ambition? No. We need to get that as soon as possible. The courier network. Because we are now over our administrative capacity. just by one, but it's going to gonna add up pretty quickly.
Anomaly found.
I'll research that. In the meantime, let's actually have our fleet should be good enough to take out the drone, so we're gonna have them send them there to fight them. News of events relating to the asteroid have reached the networks of Earth. The scientific community has reacted with curiosity, posing questions as to why the drones were originally placed inside the asteroid. Were they guarding something? Okay.
Situation log updated.
Well, in the meantime, we can't research it yet, but we need to clear out these drones first. There we go. We're gonna speed it up as well. Nope, not that. Abandoned cargo pod. A discarded cargo pod was left by someone in the upper atmosphere of Azatha 8 long ago. It somehow has escaped the notice of other spacefarers, and its decaying orbit means it would have been lost in the gas giant's crushing atmosphere within another few years. When the crew of the ISS Wayfarer unsealed the pod, they found a stash of alien jewelry made out of precious metals. Remarkable. Nice, nice. Oh, unpause it. There we go.
Research concluded.
Okay. Yes. This should be clearing the dense jungle. Yes, yes it does. So we're gonna do that.
Anomaly found.
Technology cost is increased by 0.3%. Yeah.
Anomaly found.
A large portion of the asteroid 425 LT-47 has been hollowed out to allow for the construction of some kind of shipyard. It's been abandoned and exposed to the vacuum of space for centuries. If anything useful remained, it has already been looted by the previous explorers. The design of the shipyard itself is unique, however, and much could potentially be learned by the study. Oh, let's do that. He's already researching that.
System survey concluded. Initializing hostile
Okay, I'm
engagement
pausing it
programs.
because I do want to see the combat here. Here we go. I always like watching the fights between between different fleets on here. It's always interesting to see who does better. Let's try and center though. They have a higher accuracy, but they are mainly hitting our shields first. What are they actually doing? Yeah, they're already doing all damage. One Corvette's down already. We have yet to take out any of theirs. Although one's very close. Okay, one down. Now we lost another one. The big guy right there. The rest of them are fairly small. Or unless those are just a bunch of mining drones all on top of each other. I think that's what that is. Yeah, that's exactly what that was. You see, they've now separated. Okay, mummified pilot. Mummified remains of a single individual belonging to a previously unknown mammalian species has been found drifting in the high orbit over Zapha 2. The being is dressed in what appears to be a flight suit complete with a helmet, and may be a fighter pilot that ejected in some ancient battle only to be forgotten and left behind. Our study of the corpse has provided some interesting data. And we still outnumber them 10 to 6, so that's good. But our fleet size is, our fleet power has definitely gone down. It's not good. There we go. Okay, that's better. Another one down. Looks like they'll be losing another pretty shortly. Oh, actually, no, never mind. We've taken down its armor, but not its hull. They only have 4 ships left. Nice. About to lose another one. Unfortunately, we just lost another one. Sweet. 2 left, and then they're done.
System survey concluded.
Damn it, we lost another one. But I think they're down to just 1 left. There he goes. Yeah, just 1 left, and then we got him. Thankfully, we haven't lost any ships, but they have had to retreat in order to make sure that they're alive. Oh no, we did lose 2 ships. Unfortunate. Oh well. Any battle you can walk away from, right? In the meantime, let's have these guys go back and get repaired. Still, that works. And apparently there's no wreckage or anything. Oh, and there's the Diligent. Back at Earth, nice. Gonna have him come here and research the project, and then continue studying the area. Switch back to the fastest speed. That's right, and we're still waiting.
Initial colonization phase complete.
There we go. Got our colony finally set up. How are we on? He's got plenty of resources, so he can go ahead and get started working on stuff. In fact, I wonder if he's automatically going to start building stuff or not. Nope, apparently not.
System survey concluded without incident.
Nice. Let's take a look at the sectors mode. I am curious. Okay, so yeah, we've got just basically one big sector. What was previously thought to be assorted mountains in the southern hemisphere of Scorum B2 have been identified as a massive skeletal remains of a single colossal alien life form. The bones have been dated back as 3.4 billion years old, but our scientists have ruled out that Scorum B2 could have supported life on that scale at any point in the planet's history. Science Officer Ai Zhang has prepared a special research project to delve further into this mystery. Yes, let's
Situation log updated.
Where is it, actually? Can she actually yes, she can. We're gonna do that. He should be researching that one, right? We'll just do that just for kicks and giggles. Just to make sure. And then where's our... Oh, okay, our fourth guy is over here. Suppose here's the only issue with the auto explore, is that it's not really completing sections as it is just kind of going in a straight line. I think I'm gonna have a couple of these guys actually turn back, have him finish that system, and then we will have him, her, Fernanda, go out here to Escant, survey that system, and then survey that system. And then we'll send them back on the auto explore. Also, likewise, we are going to have I come back, finish the project there, and then go survey these systems. Same here. He's going to research that project, then he needs to survey the system, and then go survey here. Okay. Now we've got all that taken care of. Okay, what's gone down? No, oh, that's
system survey
probably
concluded.
it. We lost 2 ships. That would make sense. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll just limit him to just 10 ships.
Anomaly found.
Okay, let's research that.
Research concluded.
The science community, as the science community on Earth, hypothesized the drones found on asteroid SL9572 were indeed hiding something. The valiant efforts of ISS Diligence crew have unearthed rich mineral deposits on the asteroid's core previously obscured by the drone's presence. Nice. And they have been fully repaired. Nice. Oh. Corvette build speed and Corvette build cost. That's fine. Afterburners. We'll do the afterburners, actually. After identifying an anomaly in the gravity well on WPR-234, the ISS Remembrance has discovered the shattered wreckage of an ancient ore superfreighter buried deep within the asteroid's crust. It must have been carried a full load when it crashed, and the asteroid's mineral wealth has been revised accordingly.
System survey concluded.
Oh, that jumped.
Anomaly found.
Didn't build anything there. built there, so I don't know what happened. But I'm fine. If we're gonna get a +6, I'm perfectly fine with that. What can only be described as a dimensional portal has been discovered in a remote location on Alpha Centauri Prime. Weather prediction algorithms notice a strange air current, which has eventually determined to be caused by the slight leakage of the atmosphere into the portal. The rate of loss is far too small for it to make any difference to life on Alpha Centauri Prime, but the very existence of this portal raises some disturbing questions, such as where does it lead to, and could something come through the portal from the other side? Issue special project, probe the dimensional portal on Alpha Centauri Prime, and adds portal research area to the Alpha Centauri Prime.
Situation log
Cool.
updated.
Cool.
System survey concluded. System survey concluded.
Nice, 2 surveys done. Never researched that. There's a continental world over there. On Sirius, there's a continental world as well. Nice. I'm not really wanting to start increasing my empire sprawl, but I do need to start collecting other resources. The science ship ISS Remembrance came up short with regards to its original mission of investigating possible activity on the frozen surface of Bennett Nash 6A. There was seemingly nothing of note but ice and rock. However, Science Officer Fernanda Quesada is a self-proclaimed gourmet chef and history buff. Claims to have made an important discovery. A chemical compound found in the surface ice layers in several regions of Bennett Nash 6A is supposedly, closely related to human stellar salt, an ingredient integral to many traditional human dishes and thought extinct on Earth. It has long been speculated that human stellar salt was never native to our homeworld, but was brought to the surface by some meteorite impact in the distant past. The science officer's discovery on... Gosh, why do I have to keep saying that name? Bennett Nash 6A. Leads some credence to the theory, though Fernanda Quesada leans heavily on properties described in ancient cookbooks predating modern chemistry to prove the saline connection. Whether the salt Whether the salt, analyzed and synthesized, actually tastes like the human stellar salt of old is ultimately of little consequence. Just the idea of traditional foods now possessing more historically accurate flavor profiles is bound to stimulate both the human economy and palate. Savory. Salty modifier added for 2 years. No, 240 months. That's quite a bit. Giving the following effects: happiness +5. Cool. And sorry guys, I do like reading all the different anomalies. If you guys would prefer me to just skip over them, that's fine. But let me know what you guys think.
System survey concluded.
Yes.
Horizons expanded.
Okay.
Anomaly found.
Research that. Let's unlock... let's just do that one instead, actually. Right, there's 6. Where else are we getting alloys from? Oh, I see. Okay. The microsingularity recently intersected with really 6, passing straight through the core and emerging on the other side of the planet. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage, but it has altered the energy output of the planetary core slightly, in a way that defies our current scientific models. Further study may be warranted. Fascinating. Oh yeah, I forgot. I should go to the ship designer. I don't know what it is that we have overlooked something. I'm actually gonna just clear that. Let's do an autocomplete to see. I haven't found any of the amoebas. How do I have this? That's odd. I shouldn't even be able to have that yet. Okay, I do not have the power reactor for it, so we're gonna actually have to swap out to one of these. There we go. Save, yes. And what about this one? That's fine. Really? I can't even run these properly. Saving that. We're gonna upgrade these fleets, and then we're gonna build, or reinforce them. 2 ships that's missing.
System survey concluded.
Okay.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
Okay, we got a new election in place.
System survey concluded.
Wow. Herbert Tremblay is ruling from Earth, but he has the lowest odds of winning. Fascinating. Aristat colonies. A ruined network of Aristat colonies dating back at least 3 millennia can be found in a low orbit of this gas giant. Excuse me. Their original function appears to be gas mining, but they have since been abandoned and reoccupied by many different races and pirate groups. The colonies have been thoroughly stripped of anything even remotely valuable. The mere fact that they are still aloft after this makes them an interesting subject of engineering research. Okay. Meantime, Fernanda Quesada is looking like she's probably going to win. Means we do lose a serving scientist, but if I do remember correctly, Herbert started out as a scientist, so hopefully they will switch.
Situation log updated.
Yep, that's what I thought. Elected Chancellor. What is her mandate? Oh, that is not it. Mineral mandate. Mining stations built 04. Why does it have to be so many? Oh man. Okay, so we got one there for sure. What am I missing here? Something's being... Stuff is being built? Being built there. Nothing is being built there. I don't know what is going on, but somehow I'm gaining energy credits and I don't understand quite why. Okay. Well. In the meantime, let's look at this at the base here. Got a shipyard and a trade hub. If we actually get a... We can... oh, no, I can't upgrade this yet. We don't have the Starhold tech yet. It's fine. Yeah, screw it. We're just going to start collecting systems. So we're going to have him build a mining station there. Have him build a new outpost there. No. Build that mining station. You build an outpost there. We'll go from there. Yeah, and then we'll set up the auto.
System survey concluded
Explore there.
without incident.
He's already researching it. Okay, so he's building that.
System survey concluded.
He's building up. He's just finished. We're gonna have him go here, build the starbase there. While conducting surface scans of Escant-1, Science Officer Herbert Tremblay and the crew of the ISS Remembrance, nice, okay, so he was transferred from leadership to the science vessel, discovered what appears to be an artificially carved slab of rock covered in alien writings. They have not detected any other signs of alien activity on the planet, and exactly how this mural came to be is a mystery. We have prepared a special project to translate it.
Situation log updated.
Okay, so where is this situation?
System survey concluded.
We're gonna track that. That one hasn't started yet. I want to track that as well. Just go ahead and research that. We can't research that yet. Or that. We need a ship in place. Oh.
Anomaly found.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Come here. Research that project. Go, and then where was the other
Construction
project?
project concluded.
Right there. Okay, and once Herbert is done surveying that, we can then have him go back and research that project. Should be right there. That's him. The ISS diligence survey of the asteroid is temporarily halted as a probe is caught by an errant gravitational anomaly. The probe manages to transmit some data before it's brutally crushed by the extreme forces that completely dissipate soon after. At least no one got hurt. I'm new to this game. Any good tips for beginners? So I'm kind of a beginner myself. I've played before, but I've never really gotten too deep into it, and I don't spend a lot of time in endgame. To be honest, there's a couple ways. Let me just pause it quickly. So I've heard people talk about whether or not you're growing your empire tall or wide. I tend to go more for the wide option myself, which means I just tend to grab as many star systems as possible, just because you can set up mining stations for all the different things you need. With your construction ships, you know, you can get you basically have three basic things you got to worry about: food, energy credits, and minerals. Right? Minerals, energy credits, food, and your energy credits and your minerals are very important for maintaining your fleets and for building new stations. So you want to have construction ships that are going around and setting up different star bases, because you can get a lot of minerals and energy credits from the different systems you can do. Yeah, and you can build multiple. You can build multiple of everything. So just in your shipyard, you just go to your shipyard and just build a science ship or build a construction ship. You can have as many as you want. I don't think there's any real limit on them like they do with the with your naval capacity. So you can have as many as you want, but they will require obviously a leader, and obviously they're going to also need upkeep in terms of the energy that they use. or not the science vessels will need a leader. Construction ships don't, but they still have their own upkeep. So you can have as many as you want, really. So I like to keep about 2 or 3 on hand. Same thing with the science vessels, although I had to be reminded of that earlier in the day. So it's definitely good if you want to expand rather quickly. And another thing to keep in mind, the planetary sectors, be sure to set them. If you don't want to bother with micromanaging your planets and how they're set up, what you can do is you can come into your sector section and you can set the sector settings. So there's 4 different setups. There's a balanced focus, production focus, manufacturing focus, and research focus. So depending on how these are set up, your governor will set up these different sectors to allow them to start producing useful stuff for your from your planets, right? But in order for him to properly do it automatically without you having to manually go in and say which districts to build, you need to transfer resources to him so that then he can actually build it. So you need to come to the transfer resources, and you can either transfer minerals or energy depending on which ones you have more of, and you can just transfer about 1,000 by control clicking, and then that'll last for quite a while, and then you'll just need to come back and check on it every so often. You're always low on energy? Yeah, I know. So one thing I've found, not on this I have another playthrough where I was very low on energy but very high on minerals, and what I found was easiest to do was I very quickly found a couple of neighboring empires in that game. Oh, thank you. Urban Crisis, welcome to the Green Squadron. Thank you for the follow, I do appreciate it. Anyway, as I was trying to say, one thing that I've found helps a lot, if you can find an empire fairly quickly, and they have relatively cordial, I'm trying to think of the right, like, opinions of your empire, you can actually set up a trade deal fairly quickly with them, and you can basically give them a certain amount of credits, or minerals per month for a certain amount of energy credits per month. You'll have to play with it to make sure you're getting a relatively good trade, but it was a good way for me to like boost my energy credits until I was able to get more. It definitely helps out. Aren't we all? How's it going, Emerald Fork? Hope you're having a great day. What you been up to, man? So anyway, yeah. So those are a couple tips right there. Find some friendly neighbors and start trading with them, whatever you've got most of. I found minerals are like the easiest to start with. This is my 2nd game recently, and I've already got plus 44 per month. So, you're hungry? Oh yes, I'm sure. I'm also hungry. How do you increase pops on a planet, or does it just slowly increase over time? So they slowly increase over time. So if you look here, there's a growth, right? Human progress, growth per month. There's a couple of other things that you can research. So in your research trees, there will be different things. Like right now, I'm researching genome mapping, which will increase your population growth speed. You can also, if you're into that kind of thing, you can research. There's a robotics research as well. They initially start out just only taking manual labor jobs, but if you're trying to very quickly increase your population, that's a good way to double it, because now you can start growing your human population and building robots as well. I have 2 failed starts, gonna start a new game right now. I'll keep you up on the second. Oh, thank you, dude. Yeah, good luck with it. I know I haven't had any failed starts recently, but it can be a little stressful. The other thing is, don't be afraid to start getting new bases going, or new star bases, basically. You know, just going out and collecting new stuff. Well, I'll tell you this much. I am still curious as to what is going on, because I've gotten some recent boosts, and I don't know what's going on unless I've got some trades going on. Because this was negative, right? My energy credits were negative like a couple of years ago on the system, and I don't know why, but they've just shot up recently. And the only thing I can guess is that one of my leaders is doing something that's getting a bunch. I don't even know what's going on Earth. We've got 4, we've got 4, we've got 2. He hasn't built anything new recently. My last game, I built way too many Corvettes, and I have to... Oh, yeah. I have to make an enemy just to use them. Yeah, this is actually the most... I normally actually don't start on fleets straight away. Generally speaking, you're not really gonna need them. Most of the AI that you'll find immediately are AI that you can avoid conflict with by either just not, engaging with them, as well as being able to then study them and make them peaceful. Like, I found the crystalline entities, and I immediately went through the research project that allows them to pacify them, so I don't have to actually worry about fighting them. Still don't know what's going on here. So watch this. Let's just remove this quickly for a second. I just wanted to show you something. Oh no, that did it. Okay. That was weird. I had a weird bug, like, just about 20 minutes ago. I was trying to mess with my chip designer, and it was giving me stuff that I hadn't researched yet. It's cool to find, but, I mean, kind of breaks the game a little. I think that was a Star Trek episode. That is correct. But the crystalline entities, if you haven't seen them...
Special project concluded.
Okay, hold on 1 second. After continued studies of the massive skeletal remains found on Scorum B, Science Officer Ai Zheng has concluded that the creature served as some kind of organic starship. Much smaller bones from at least 3 separate species are found within the larger skeleton, and we assume these came from members of the crew. For unknown reasons, the organic starship suffered catastrophic damage and crash-landed on Scorum B2. While we cannot begin to understand the biological engineering necessary to grow a starship like this, the study of these bones alone are substantially advancing our knowledge. Nice. Let's see if we can... Yeah, there we go. So these are the crystalline entities. They're a random population. There's a couple of others. So there's like the ancient mining drones, the space amoebas, the crystalline entities, the void. I forget what they're called. Void sparks? I think that's what they're called. They're basically like little electrical storms in space, but they're semi-sentient. Yeah, they are pretty, aren't they? Definitely very cool to see, and the fights, they're actually pretty impressive technologically speaking. So, okay, let's actually quickly take a look here. So, colonization fever. New colonies start with 1 additional population. And reach for the stars. Starbase influence cost reduced by 10%. I do like both of them. Although I'm not quite ready to colonize another world, so we'll start with this one. Starbase influence cost reduced by 10%. So what does it give you? So, let's go to my traditions quickly. As soon as I find it, there we go. So diplomacy, that allows us to... The first one is... well, actually, the first one is this one. So adopting All diplomacy traditions will increase your trust cap by 50 and your trust growth by 33%. So that's with all of them. I don't think it does anything initially to adopt it.
System survey concluded.
The Federation. This allows us to form federations with other civilizations, and then this one allows us to... Hold on a second. So, Entente coordination, perhaps this one allows us to... the amount we contribute towards federal naval capacity counts twice as much, so apparently when you're in a federation you have to contribute a certain amount, so this allows us... This halves our cost, basically, of doing that. This one right now, this one right here increases our trade value by 10%. This decreases our market fees by 10%, and this increases our base trade protection by 5. Now in terms of, I don't know if you've seen the markets or not, but the markets, if you're high in materials and low in credits, you can also sell something like minerals, something that you've got a lot of, to gain credits. And you can also do this automatically as well by selling a monthly amount. So you'll select something and you'll sell like that, and then that'll increase your energy credit output. But the problem is that this is normally not as effective as just setting up trade deals with another empire for minerals. So I generally don't use it unless I absolutely need to. Anywho, signs of battle. There's clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in close orbit of Sarpocus 5 at some point in the past 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the moon is pockmarked with craters from stray weapons blasts, and scans from the ISS Remembrance have picked up several hulks on the ground. Though these wrecked ships are all in poor condition, the fact that any remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Hubert Tremblay is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulls of any valuable technologies. Oh, and that is actually a special project right there.
Situation log updated.
Let's look at the special project. I had no idea about trade deals. Excited to find the first neighbor. What size galaxy did you set it to? So I set... So, I mean, here was kind of my mistake this time around. So I set it to a very large galaxy. I set it to the huge, right? So it's 1,000 stars. The problem that I did was I randomized the number of AI whatchamacallits, AI starting empires, okay? I randomized that, but then I brought the value down to be fairly small. So it's right now 4 to 8. So it's only 4 to 8 AI systems that will start, and so you'll get on average around 6 starting AI empires. And the problem right now is with it being such a huge galaxy, it's going to probably take a little while before I actually run into any of the other AI empires. It makes great for a longer playthrough, but it'll be a while before I actually start finding people. Yeah, mine's on huge as well. Yeah, I like playing with the bigger galaxies. It seems more realistic. Oh, hello. Oh, this has to be... Oh, that's who it is. Part of that curator order. So I'll tell you this much. So I bought one of the Ascension DLC packs, which came out. Actually, no, it didn't come out. It's been out for a while. But it's added a couple things that I haven't seen before. Like, for instance, I have made 2 contacts, but they're not part of any...
System survey concluded.
They're not part of any empire. They're just individual little groups of beings. So I've met these curator enclaves and the trader enclave, the Zuracorp and the curator order. And they're not exactly an empire, but you can talk to them and you can make certain deals, but they do specific things. Hey man, how's she go? It's going pretty good, dude. How are you? Hope you're having a great day, Ogre. I decided to start a new game today. Well, semi-new. New to the stream, anyway. Not new to me. I've played Stellaris before. I do enjoy it. It is a lot of fun. What is he... Let's have... He needs to study this project first before he leaves, and then we can have him go back and study this one. I bought this game like 2 years ago, just now getting into it, haven't looked into the DLC. Okay. They do have a lot of DLC, but the base game itself is pretty good. So it's not like you need to get into the DLC to really enjoy it.
Special project
I just found it just because it recently come out and I wasn't really enjoying it, and so I wanted to get a little bit more of the content. Ooh, we're finally done with this. The crystalline entities seem to resonate in response to something. One of their few interactions with their environment. The exact nature and possible wider purpose of this emitted waveform has yet to be ascertained, but for now our ships can approximate it using radio pings, essentially camouflaging themselves as fellow crystals. Nice. Awesome. Good to hear. Well, thank you. Yeah. Did I play Frostpunk? You know, I actually haven't yet. I have played one of their other games called This War of Mine, and I liked it conceptually, but I felt it was
special project concluded.
And maybe it's just
another day, another scientific breakthrough.
Nice. And maybe it's just that it was really difficult for me to start out, but I know I had a hard time getting very far with This War of Mine, and I kept getting a lot of failed starts, so I didn't really get too deep into it. I did watch Lou play Frostpunk, and after seeing him play it, it did kind of make me want to get into it, but I haven't played it yet. You couldn't get into This War of Mine? Yeah, it's a very it does seem like a very intense game. Like it could be it seems like it'd be very easy to fail at that game. The team under Science Officer Hubert Tremblay has finished their expedition on Procus 5A and returned to the ISS Resemblance. Thankfully, the starship graveyard on the surface proved to be a technological treasure trove. Studying the remains of these vessels has advanced our research in certain fields by several years, and there are yet other things to discover. The permanent science outpost in orbit would be a great boon to our starship engineering efforts. Excellent. Nice, and that gained us 200 experience for Herbert and 350 research for engineering. Awesome. I think you'd really enjoy Frostpunk. Yeah. I mean, it looks pretty good, and it looks like it has some differences between This War of Mine, or from This War of Mine, that I think would play better to more of how I enjoy playing these types of RTS games. So yeah, I think it'd definitely be worthwhile checking it out. It's on my wish list right now. I'm just waiting for it to go on sale. Next thing I want to do, Fleet Academy and Fleet Logistics Office. Wow, I went into the high-end stuff real quick. Do that one. Oh, that's new. An alloy of elements harvested from the ultra-hard crystalline entities lines the inner layers of this plating, improved hull integrity. That is awesome. But it requires those crystals, and I don't even have access to those yet. Oh, and there's destroyers. Oh man. I think we're gonna start with the ion thrusters. Anything that's gonna improve our speed is worthwhile. Okay, what else was I doing? Okay, he's going there to research. Okay, she's not doing anything. Pretty. Got all that checked out. We're gonna send her on the auto explorer. Nice. And Nema is still searching stuff. Wait. She's on the Wayfarer. Where's the Diligent? Oh, there he is. Oh, speaking of which, actually, let's have him... Now that he can go there, we can have him survey that and then move on. Same here. Okay. Yeah.
System survey concluded.
Nice.
Special project concluded.
Okay. Science Officer Hubert Tremblay has managed to partially translate the alien mural discovered on Scamp 1. The text contains a staggering amount of data, and the mural evidently serves as some sort of low-tech library. It describes, in broad terms, the collected technological knowledge of the alien civilization that dominated this region of the galaxy 80 million years ago. A lot of it is already known to us, but the data does contain several promising leads for technologies we had yet to consider. There will need to be orbital research facility to continue the translation efforts. Awesome. Oh, okay, we've reached our max influence, which is fine. So that does mean we could start building some more star bases. And speaking of which, I keep forgetting I need to actually build the mining stations here. I need to build that mining station and that mining station. Also, this guy needs to start building his mining stations as well. Also, I don't quite know why, but he's not building anything. I'm gonna sleep. Cheers, everybody. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Emerald Fork. Have a great night. See you around again. Okay. Let's actually transfer another 1,000 here. Wow, that is a lot of agricultural districts.
System survey concluded.
We're gonna build one just for kicks and giggles. Actually, no, hold on. We're gonna cancel that. I think the reason why he hasn't built anymore is because he doesn't have the workers for it. That would make sense. Same thing on Earth. We still haven't found any. Okay, that would make a lot of sense, actually.
Anomalous readings registered.
Okay, he's building those mining stations. Oh, and I keep forgetting to reinforce this guy. Those two other ships. Speaking of which, let's check out the fleet manager. As per our Chancellor's mandates, additional mining stations have been constructed. Nice.
Evading hostiles.
Whoa! What? Ether Drake encountered. That's a new one. The creature observed in the Prothon system is unlike anything ISS Remembrance has previously encountered. Highly aggressive and with destructive capabilities to match, it regards a planetoid that initial scans indicate is exceptionally resource-rich. Oh, now that's interesting. We gotta check this thing out. Hot damn, check that thing out. I don't know if this is part of the base game or not, but that is huge. Military power is an estimate of the combined offensive and defense. Yes, I understand that. But what's its power at? Pretty interesting, though. It's massive. It's about the size of a destroyer. Hopefully the science vessel will get the hell out. Go. There we go. Okay, yeah, this is part of the Leviathan DLC. We have now found beings far surpassing anything encountered in our Empire's spacefaring history. Life capable of growing to an unprecedented scale, rivaling moons in size and mass. Nothing can have prepared us for this. This day will forever mark a turning point in the story of the United Confederation of Nations. Let us hope we survive long enough to tell it. It is awe-inspiring. Run! What are you doing? Run!
Science ship status. Destroyed.
Yeah. Oh my. Only thing I don't like about this game are the sizes of things. I understand why, but I don't like it. So what?
Special project concluded.
Oh gosh. Sorry, hold on. Let me take a look at this. While approaching Repertoire 1, the ISS Wayfarer suddenly received a glancing hit by several passing mass driver rounds. Projectiles were billions of years old, and based on their trajectory, they appear to be stray rounds fired from a neighboring galaxy. After missing their intended target, they continued on their journey for an untold millennia until today. The rounds have been recovered. The rounds we have recovered are from an advanced design despite their incredible age. Incredible. Okay. Only thing I don't like about this game are the sizes of things. I understand why, but I just don't like it. So I am curious, what do you mean by you don't the sizes of things? Are you talking about in terms of the sizes of planets or stations, or like that the stations seem too big for the planets, or vice versa? 'Cause I do kind of get what you're saying. Like, the size of this construction ship compared to the star here seems a little ridiculous. Like, the ship would be considerably smaller compared to the star itself. Ships are really big. Yeah, exactly. Ships are really big. Right up next to a sun. Yep. When they would be smaller than a... Yes, very true. By comparison, they would be extraordinarily small. But, yeah, it's just so that you can visually see it rather than, you know, having things be way too big. Okay. So he's going to build a city district and a generator district. He's not doing anything there. It bugs me out when I get it. Yeah, I get it. Oh, sorry, but you get it. Strangely, the dimensional portal on Alpha Centauri seems to be connected to a planet which looks very much like Alpha Centauri Prime. Stranger still, there's a signal being broadcast to us through it. Put it on screen. Portal alien communication. This is for Dama Quasada of the United Confederation of Nations. Who are you, portal aliens? Now that's... Oh my gosh. Yep, that's us. That is us in every way. That's our Chancellor. This is definitely a yeah, this is like the mirror verse from Star Trek. No, I am from Mata Quasada. Who are you? Fascinating. What you say is true. I think this portal bridges the gap between alternate dimensions. We are both from Mata Quasada, but at some point on an event must have caused our respective dimensions to diverge. Amazing. Tell us how your humans fare. Much the same as it fares in your dimension, I expect. We have spread out through space from Earth since the discovery of warp drive. Warp drive? We travel by hyperlanes. Hyperlanes? Perhaps discovering different types of FTL travel was the divergence points between our two universes. Does this mean you are not beset by the warp beasts? What? No warp beasts here. Are they a serious threat? Warp beasts assail every known civilization. They are a threat to all life. As far as we have determined, once warp travel reached a certain critical level in the galaxy, the warp beasts awoke and attacked several species we know of. Sorry. Several species we know of already have fallen, but so far we are holding them off. Sounds terrible. Can we help? Yes, but we should establish an interdimensional trade treaty to strengthen both our nations, for the benefit of all humans. Okay. Interesting. So it's that they don't exactly show up. Fascinating. Yeah, there's nothing else for them to
System survey
set up.
concluded.
That's interesting. Oh, there's the crystalline entities again. I just finished streaming Skyrim. That's why I was gone for so long. Hey, no worries, dude. How'd it go?
Construction project concluded.
What were you doing in Skyrim? I'm curious. Starbase has finished construction queue. Okay. What did I construct? Oh, unless we... Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Construction project concluded.
Okay. Wait, from stations. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, where? Where? Oh, it's the space cows. Those are pretty cool. Still. So, oh, okay, they're over there. Okay, interesting. We've encountered some sort of alien vessels in the ASA system. These strange objects have been flagged as Eta aliens until we can learn more about them. Speaking of which, I should be doing that, and then we'll do that as well. Oh, these are a different set of... Huh. These are sapphire lurkers. Or sapphire crystals, sorry. No, I don't have any jobs for regular workers. You have two, 3 specialists, 2 colonists, and 1 dimensional portal researcher. Okay, he's just doing that. 8 months left until that's done. Good, I did this mission to clear this lady's temple and got a sword called the Dawnbreaker. And did this murder quest in the Marthal, in Marthal, and when I finished a bunch of guards tried to kill me. It's kind of crazy. Nice. I haven't got, actually, you know what? I have found the Dawnbreaker once before. A while ago, though, and I haven't found it in my last
System
playthrough.
survey concluded.
I still need to find it. But the Dawnbreaker, if I remember correctly, does extra damage against vampires. If I'm correct. And it does fire damage as well. I haven't done a lot of stuff in Marthal. It's definitely something I... Once I've finished with the Civil War stream, Civil War questline, I'll have to go back and do some of the side quests. Because I haven't actually done much in terms of talking to different people in the different places that you can actually go.
Anomaly found.
Oh, hello. Okay, vessel has crashed into the surface of an asteroid. Nice. Who's gonna go? Where are they gonna go next? I'm curious. I think a trade hub. Trade hub actually do. Collection range is +1. If I remember correctly, one of these will actually show stuff. Yeah, we don't have anything to worry about there. One of these is a detailed mode, and I forget which one. Sector mode, hyperlane, fire map mode, no. It is interesting. It is a basically a giant brand strategy game, kind of like chess, but way to the next level. It's a lot of fun, though. I really enjoy it. A small scout craft of some kind plowed into the surface of this asteroid millennia ago, creating a shallow canyon. There's no visible cockpit on the ship, leading our scientists to believe it was either piloted by remote or through some kind of primitive artificial intelligence. Although it is too damaged to salvage, the ship hasn't been picked clean by looters yet. Nice.
Special project concluded.
Tiyanki. The spaceborne lifeforms, which the human head of society research has come to refer to as Tiyanki, are docile creatures, capable of accessing some lower dimension of subspace. They roam from system to system with remarkable ease. They graze on gases common to the upper layers of many gas giants. It is highly unlikely, to say the least, that this is their only food source, but intake of other nutrients is yet to be observed. They will rarely, if ever, attack, even when provoked. They can safely be ignored. Nice. Hunting them would be a net loss anyway. Sure. Tech research option gained. Frequency tuning. Okay. Ah, see, and that'll get us the energy siphon. We'll do that next. We're gonna first mainly focus on that. Finish our society research first. What do we have going right now here? And it's ion thrusters. But I do want to get this drone study done. Do that. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're...
Anomaly found.
Thank you. Looks like we're already grabbing those resources. Okay. He's not doing anything. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the... Well, yeah, we're gonna get this system right here. So we can get the energy credits and the mineral credits. And then what we'll do is this guy right here, we're gonna Oh, hello. We have encountered some form of alien vessels in the Great Wound system. These strange objects have been flagged as Theta aliens until we can learn more about them. We should proceed with caution. Okay, let's actually see where they are. No, that's not it. Could this be our first actual... Oh no, these are the... I know what these guys are. These are the void aliens. They're basically electrical storms, kind of. And this is our first actual black hole system. Lots of different subspace ruptures, and then basically lots of different black holes within one single system. Bet. It's already been... Has it not been surveyed? I thought the system has already been surveyed. What is going on?
Construction project
We don't want to
concluded.
span, I just want to have him... There we go. Okay. I'm gonna have this guy go and set up a starbase here. Oh, this is interesting. Immense ragged plains of shadow drift across Nitris's 3's face. They are cast not by clouds, but by the sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere, hinged, or rather jointed, to allow for a small degree of articulation. Science Officer Aizen is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, or what possible purpose, if any, their elaborate shadow casting might serve. Shadow play modifier. Sorry. It's not on the habitable world. You navigate to the camera to where your home system. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I think at this point I've been going for about 3+ hours. Disregarding the fact that the stream kind of died halfway through, which I do apologize. I don't quite get what OBS's issue is, but it...
Construction project concluded.
Thanks, Alpha Centauri. But it does seem to do that every so often, so... at least every once in a while. It's pretty rare, but it still happens every so often. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for today. I want to thank you guys for hanging out and for watching the stream. Let me just save this quickly. There we go. And let's quickly throw out a quick shout out to Vaser222 and Big Blue TV for the hosts. Do want to thank, I want to say, was Urban Crisis for the follow. And here, hold on a second. Let me just check things out. Yep, Urban Crisis for the follow and Fall Eye for the bits. I do appreciate you guys hanging out, and particularly for the bits and for the follows. It does make me feel like I'm doing a good job. So yeah, just a couple quick things. Yeah, I'm here. I left for a sec, just came back. Yeah, no worries, dude. I was just saying thank you for the follow. I'm actually going to be ending the stream right now. But yeah, thank you guys for the follow. Just a couple quick things. If you guys are curious about when I'm going to be going live, Twitter is the best place to receive notification of that. I'll normally try and announce my streams beforehand. And if you are curious about what my actual schedule is, I normally try and put up a schedule for the week on my Discord. You can go check it out there. You're welcome. You seem interesting. Well, thank you. Do I stream regularly? I try to. So I stream about 3 to 4 times a week. I'm a variety streamer, so I do different games all the time. So I'm right now in the middle of playing Skyrim and Hollow Knight, and with me, I'm getting really close to ending Skyrim pretty soon, so that's part of the reason why I started up Stellaris, as well as the fact that I've been really enjoying Stellaris, so I wanted an excuse to play it on stream, so... Yeah. It's normally Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Monday as well. Sunday, I threw in an extra stream today because I've got family in town Monday and Tuesday, so I won't be streaming on my normal days then. So yeah. Twitter, Discord, and yeah, that'll be it. I'll be trying to upload the video of my stream today as well to my YouTube page. Let's see if I can get that out. My YouTube channel, no. YouTube page, where am I? Here we go. Get a link to that as well. Yep. I try and put my VODs in there. But right now I just have the Hollow Knight VODs, and then I'll be putting up the Stellaris VODs. The problem right now with the Stellaris is just that because the stream split, I'm gonna have to try and get the individual videos and stick them together. So, yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for the stream, Ogre. Thank you for hanging out. I know there's been quite a few lurkers, but I'm happy to have you guys lurking. And thank you, Urban Crisis, for hanging out and chatting. Thank you, Fall Eye. Meaty Ogre. Ooh. That Palpatine. No, so. I'm sorry. That Palatinate. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Green Squadron. Yeah. Well, thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the stream, guys. And, you guys stick around. My auto-host should probably find you guys somebody to watch as well. So, have a great night. See you guys around. I'll be back again next week, Friday. So, hope to see you guys then. Later, everybody. Yeah, that's my bad. I initially read it as Palpatine. Later, guys.